Good evening. My name is Teresa, and I believe that love is the most powerful force for change in this world. If you're with me, give me jazz hands and a woo-hoo. This is graduation. That was very subdued. If you believe that love is the most powerful force for change in this world, give me jazz hands and a woo-hoo. I knew you had it in you. That's awesome. So you may know that Audrey has been on the news lately, and she sent me out before her graduation started to be her hype person. She thinks TMZ might be here. Well, welcome to Magdalene, Omaha's 5th annual graduation. And I want to begin, yes. I want to begin by commending to you Board President Sarah Weeks Espinoza's welcome message that is in the front of your program. And is Sarah here? I did not see her, but just in case I missed her come in. Okay. Well, I want to talk. Normally we just go right into the song, but I want to give you a little bit of an explanation. The song that you're about to hear that they're going to enter to is really important and has great significance to Audrey, and not just Audrey. The candidates, the graduate candidates, get to choose the song that they'll walk into. And it's supposed to be something that helps tell the story of what their time in the program and this major milestone means to them. Now, as many of you may know, Regina Mullins Greenlee has been a tremendous friend to Magdalene, Omaha, and a force for good for us since before we officially founded. Yes. She was one of the first 5 residents of Thistle Farms and the first graduate. Regina and Thistle Farms inspired the founding of Magdalene, Omaha, and she is with us here tonight. Regina continues to shine her light brightly for survivors around the world, and specifically here in Omaha. For a few years now, she has served as our senior program consultant and a member of our New Beginnings campus faculty, leading groups twice a week. Regina was part of writing the beautiful, powerful song that you're about to hear. She collaborated with the artists, sharing her story, and that sharing produced this song. So we're going to let that roll for a little bit before everyone starts to enter, so you can hear the music, and it is so new that there's actually not a lyric sheet available yet. So we wanted you to have some time to let it pour over you a little bit. When the procession begins, the graduation procession, it will be led by Magdalene Omaha staff, followed by the most important people, the graduates of the Magdalene residential program, beginning with Regina Mullins Greenlee, 1999 graduate of Thistle Farms. Followed by Magdalene Omaha's first graduate, 2019 graduate Shigela Hutton. And then 2023 graduate, Ms. Audrey Durand. We're having some technical difficulties. Please stand by. This gives you a real opportunity to read Sarah's wonderful welcome message in the program.
We all get lost sometimes in the middle of falling down, in the middle of the darkness. Someone standing there while you whisper your broken prayer. When you think nobody's listening, no one cares or even understands. There's a mighty hand that's there to break your fall, gonna pick you up, let you be your all, gonna give you wings and lift you up to the sky. And you're gonna find you're alright when you land in the mighty hand. All the hurt and the despair, I was standing in the pouring rain, yeah, thinking life didn't mean a thing. How could anybody ever love me when I didn't even love myself? You know it's true what they say when you cry long enough for help. Yeah, he's gonna bring it round. There's a mighty hand that's there to break your fall, gonna pick you up, let you be your all, gonna give you wings and lift you up to the sky. And you're gonna find you're alright when you land in the mighty hand. Now that you delivered me, will you do it again and again and deliver my friends? And the blessing that you gave to me, will you give it to them? Lord, bring them on out, bring them on out, and bring them on in. Let them know they can. There's a mighty hand that's there to break your fall, gonna pick you up, let you be your all, gonna give you wings and lift you up to the sky. And you're gonna find you're alright when you land in the mighty hand. Oh yeah, gonna pick you up, let you be your all, gonna give you wings, lift you up to the sky. And you're gonna find in the mighty hand.
Since before Magdalene Omaha became an organization, we have been benefiting from the incredible generosity and grace that Trinity Episcopal Cathedral has shown us. We thank you so much for welcoming us for our 5th graduation tonight. Thank you to Dean Vanessa Clark. Thank you. To all the wonderful people of Trinity, and to Abby for being willing to be here to make live stream possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be included, to be able to host this amazing opportunity, this amazing achievement. We're so grateful that you let us be part of this celebration with you, Audrey. Congratulations. And we're just really, really blessed that you're willing to come into our space and let us hold you in that sacred space. And thank you, I mean, to have me follow that. Thank you. I'm Vanessa Clark. I'm the dean here at Trinity. And again, we're just delighted and honored that you're willing to come here. We love Magdalene Omaha. We absolutely believe and pray for the ministries, all the activities, and the way in which it is a true change maker in our community, not only in Omaha, but starting to spread that message and that hope across the state of Nebraska. Just a couple of little housekeeping things. If you need to use the restroom, please do so. In that back door, you just go right on through. There's a hallway. Maurice is back there. He will always take care of you if you need a little restroom, anything here. Tonight's graduation is being live streamed, so you're going to be able to go back and watch it to celebrate that special moment. You may hear an odd sound. It's neither a buzzsaw nor a cow. It's the Holy Spirit blowing through our very old doors. And she's just saying, you go, girl. Thank you and congratulations.
Since 2001, since 2001, when we found a way to have an income, make an income for ourselves, we started with this candle in 2001 when we created Thistle Farms. And so for every group that we have, everywhere we go to share this message, we always light the candle. So I'm going to light the candle, and Audrey, come and tell them why we light this candle.
Yes. Okay. We light this candle for the men and women still out there on the streets. We light this candle for the children born into addiction without a choice. We light this candle for them to come home. Let us be the light.
Let us be the light. Thank you. Be the light. So be it.
Thank you so much. So I am Teresa Hauser, I'm the executive director of Magdalene, Omaha, and I want to share some numbers with you. Doesn't that sound like fun? So here's the thing, when I call out a number, this is how I'm going to keep you awake. I want you to yell back, love heals. 7. Love heals. That's pretty good. Let's see if you stay on it. It is so special that Trinity Cathedral has so generously opened their doors and shared their space with us. Magdalene, Omaha was born here, in the offices near where the graduation reception will be held. The idea of Magdalene, Omaha was nurtured here until it was strong enough to become a separate nonprofit. And almost exactly 7 years ago to the day, 7 of us, some of you are very sharp, sat in that conference over there to complete what became the founding Articles of Incorporation and bylaws. 6. You're good. When we founded in 2016, dates are numbers, I love it. Our highest hopes were that we could raise enough money to buy a house by 2018 to then try to start the residential program. Instead, because this community is so amazing, we raised enough money to purchase the house during the summer of 2017. Teams of volunteers led by Tessa Miller, can you stand up? Ensured that we completed renovations ahead of schedule and under budget. We welcomed our first resident home in December 2017, nearly 1 year ahead of our highest hopes. 5. Today we celebrate our 5th, I love it. I want you to know our treasurer caught that one. Today we celebrate our 5th annual residential program graduation. For 5 years. The most amazing women have been blazing a trail of recovery, lending hope to the women who follow behind them and showing them that recovery is possible. When we talk about the recovery program, I'd like to introduce Brooke, who is our residential program coordinator. Can you stand up so everybody sees you? 4. We just completed the 4th. Come on now, I'm coaching you already. The 4th anniversary of Thistle Lights, our survivor-led small business. We originally opened Thistle Lights to follow the model set for us by Thistle Farms in Nashville, which inspired our founding. We knew that creating new pathways for survivors to find their own economic independence were vitally important parts of their recovery journeys. We are a survivor-centered organization, and based on their feedback, in recent years we have expanded, grown, changed, and continue to evolve our workforce development program to ensure that it best meets the needs of local survivors. Now open to all survivors community-wide, our workforce development programs include a job readiness certificate course, short-term employment at Thistle Lights, so survivors can gain employment experience as they sell the wonderful handmade products that they invented, they created with love poured into each and every one. This year, we also are introducing new internship and job placement and job shadowing programs designed to meet each individual survivor's career path. And we will launch new career coaching and mentorship programs to help ensure employment stability. When we talk about the workforce development program, I'd like to introduce Barb Quarry. That was kind of a long stretch, huh? 3. 3 years ago, we created our own innovation, the New Beginnings Campus, the site of our non-residential services. It also is open to all survivors community-wide. During the past 3 years, we have supported about, again, the treasurer. We're in good hands, I'm telling you. We have supported about 150 survivors. It does. 150 survivors, that's unique individuals per year at the campus. And when we talk about the beautiful, important work being done at the campus, I want to introduce Mary, who leads the most popular group, Peer Support. I'm going to skip 2 for a minute and come back to that. Speaking of the present, I want to introduce Kelsey, who is our Community Relations Coordinator. Kelsey is beginning the long-awaited process to launch our volunteer program among her many duties. So we will have time at the reception following graduation for you to get signed up and get engaged all the ways that you want to with all of this programming. Now, 2. I love it. You are steady. In 2021, we encountered a woman named Audrey Durand. Did you not know we were going to mention you tonight? Every single staff member here could spend hours telling you about how special she is, how much she inspires us every day, how hard she has worked for this achievement. Yeah. She has done so much, achieved so much, overcome so much, been so much to all of us, made us laugh so much, and given everyone anywhere near this program more joy than I could ever measure or describe. Now, Audrey and I grew up in the same neighborhood in North Omaha, actually less than 2 blocks apart. Yes! Oh, come on, big round of applause for that. Well done. We are both proud alums of Minnelusa Elementary School. Now, there's a real age gap to be sure, but she's very kind and doesn't mention it all the time. Instead, she kindly notes that we both had the same principal. Audrey and I both went on to experience significant trauma. And although the details are different, we both sought to numb the pain with addiction. Audrey, I am so grateful that you are my sobriety sister. And for that, I want to take off my executive director hat for a minute and give you a personal message. Those of you who are familiar with the 12 steps will know what I'm talking about. Audrey, you have been painstaking about your development. And like you, I have been amazed at all the progress you have made on your recovery journey. You already have found a new freedom and a new happiness. You are learning not to regret the past or close the door on it. In fact, you heroically use your story to help the next person in need every single day. You have begun to comprehend serenity and know peace. And even more than that, you spread it in this broken world of ours, doing so much good along the way. You have seen how your experience can benefit others. You do not spend time in uselessness or self-pity. Instead, you focus on how you can help the next person and on enlarging your gnome village. You have begun to intuitively know how to handle situations that used to baffle you. You are realizing the promises. But more than that, you're letting your light shine brightly in this world so others can find their way too. Thank you for inspiring me, for inspiring us every single day, and for bringing so much joy to the journey. Now, the graduates get to choose who they would like to deliver their keynote address. It is now my highest honor to introduce internationally recognized speaker, a person who inspired the founding of Magdalene, Omaha, and so many other sister organizations around the world who follow the Thistle Farms model, somebody who has unselfishly devoted her life to helping others, who continues to fan the flame of every single candle lit, a person who has helped me to get up when I've fallen down, my cherished friend, Regina Mullins Greenlee.
And I'm one that swear I don't need a microphone. But hello, family, Omaha. Hello. I'm really full right now, and I am so grateful that the Holy Spirit is running around here. One, that I get to, not that I want to, but I get to continue to carry this message, to continue to light this candle, to get to remind myself and others that we are the light. Audrey, you're going to be the only light that somebody sees. You know, you already are. Before I start, I just want you to know that you've got sisters around this country watching right now. You've got women, sisters, sister for life. You've got sisters in North Carolina. You've got sisters in South Carolina. You've got sisters in New York City, Rochester, New York, Bright Star Community. You've got sisters in Memphis, Tennessee. You've got sisters in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've got sisters in where it all began, in Nashville, Tennessee. They're saying, welcome to the Sister for Life Circle. And I wish that y'all could say something, but I know y'all are there. Okay, and so thank you for choosing me. Thank you for choosing that song. It took me back. It took me back to sitting in a conference room with Kim Carnes and Greg Barnhill and writing it. It reminded me that it wasn't just for me, and you've taken it, and it's not just for you, but it's for the many women that are going to see your light, Audrey, that gets to see my light. Thank you, Teresa, because, I've been privileged to go a lot of places and share the message, the story, that so many women are still there, still out there, still broken, still don't know a way out. And so that's what this light represents. Not just that it was the first thing that gave me an income, but the significance of the light. And when people come across me or come into Magdalene House Nashville and now Magdalene House Omaha, there are so many women still on the streets in Omaha that's going to find their way home to Magdalene, Omaha, and get a real chance to start over, to get a real foundation laid. They're gonna be mamas again. They're gonna be wives, because they say once a hoe, always a hoe. That's a lie. That's a lie. Look, I got proof. See, we get to have real lives. We get to be the authentic person that God has created us. So I just want y'all to take a moment, if you can, maybe a loved one, a friend, or somebody that you know. We're in a corrupt world, y'all. We're in it, but we don't have to be of it, if you can understand that. We're in a corrupt world that devastates our whole families, our whole communities. So if you can take a moment and think about that song, imagining somebody somewhere in an alleyway, on a street, in the corners, in a park, in a trap house. Trap house is a drug house, for anybody that don't know. In the motels, the hotels, in the cars, women being taken, listening to the sweet nothings that we hear. Women being taken and then realizing that, oh my goodness, I just got in the wrong car. Or I thought he loved me. I thought they loved me. How am I going to get out of this? They're going to hurt my family. They're going to hurt me even. What do? I have no way out. Until, like our dean just said, the Holy Spirit starts running around, and we don't even know it. We don't even know it. Some of us don't believe that we can have another chance with God. We think that we've messed up so bad that there couldn't be a space for us. But the Holy Spirit is running around, and I'm not trying to preach or nothing, y'all. I'm just saying, the Holy Spirit is running around because we have angels in plain clothes. We have angels in plain clothes. We have angels, Barb, in plain clothes. Brooke, you're an angel. Mary, you're an angel in plain clothes. And sometimes we just don't recognize. But God has put people in our path, and He's heard our prayers, because somewhere along the way, y'all, we said help. Lisa, T, Shagayla, Audrey, we said help. Somewhere when I was out there in that cold, when I was in the alleyway, or when I was getting kicked out of a motel or a car, I was like, God, help me. I can't stop. I want to go home, but I can't. I want to put the dope down, but I can't. Help me. Somewhere along the way, Lisa, we said help. Audrey, you said help. And then God directed your path from that jail cell to Magdalene, Omaha. You know what I'm saying? To Magdalene, Omaha, baby. And you came in with everything that you was doing out there, everything that was on you out there, you came in and brought it in with you. Poor Tessa. We bring it in with us. It's the first time in a long time that we found a place where we could just be. We could breathe. We could just be. And is every day a good day? No. Do Tessa, Teresa, Barb, Mary, Brooke get on their last nerves? Yes. The truth is, yes. Did I get on my founder's last piece of nerve? Yes, I did. But the grace, the mercy, and the love that you're shown, the grace, the love, and the mercy, Audrey, all of that stuff that we come in with on us starts to just fall off. It starts to fall off. And I can see me. You can see you now. You can see you, Audrey. You know what I'm saying? And so all of that stuff back there never gets to identify us again. It's dead. And so when we start stepping into everything that Teresa just read, we start realizing that lost dreams, they be reawakened. We check out new possibilities. We check out our dreams that we forgot about. We get to be our authentic selves. We get to know what love is, what love really is. Because who in their right mind would take us, Audrey, would take us, Lisa, would take us, T, Shagayla, would take us, Terry, Yolanda, Emily, everybody that has come through here? Who would take us? My ladies in the other cities, in the other states, who would take us? The Holy Spirit was running around, y'all. It was preparing a place for us to come, to be our authentic selves, and with help from our angels in plain clothes, help from our volunteers, our board members, our interns, our sponsors, everybody that believes in this dream that love does heal. It's a reality. That's what we're making it, a reality. We learned what real love is. There's no invisible strings. There's nothing that you have to do to be here except choose you. Learn how to fight for you, Audrey. I watched you do it. I watched you come into Magdalene, Omaha. I watched you come in Billy Bad and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I watched you do that. I watched you come in and have your disagreements and, you know what I'm saying, the quarrels, because there is nothing without, we can't have righteousness without knowing the wickedness. I don't know if y'all believe that or not, but it's real, it's true. And this is how we learn. And so I watched the wickedness shed off of you, Audrey, and I watched you walk into your righteousness, and I watched you give it to others. You know, I watched you remember that it was you standing in the cold and rain. I watched you remember that it was something right there. I don't know what it is, but it was something right there guiding me. And you came in and you remembered and you said, I gotta share this. I gotta share this. And that's what you're doing. That's what you've done. That's what you're doing. That's what you did when you walked through these 2 years, baby. And at the end, being alone, you still fought. You still chose Audrey. And because you chose Audrey, you are the representative of this light. You're the representative, baby. And yeah, we're going to the streets. Yeah, we're going to the streets because that's what God has ordained us to do. To reach out, to let other people see your light, Audrey, to let other people see your light, community, family. I'm talking to everybody. I'm the child that got away. I'm the niece that ran away. I'm the sister that just now coming back home. I'm the whatever you want to call me. But I have just claimed everybody in here. Y'all are my family. Thank y'all for giving us this opportunity. Love you.
All right, you ready to come up here and be awkward with me? Come on. So my name's Tessa Miller, and I have the great honor to present Audrey today with her diploma of completing the residential program. But first, I wanted to say a few words, and for a really long time, I tried to think of beautiful things like Regina was going to say, or something awesome that Teresa's going to say, and I'm just never going to compare. And so instead, I wanted to actually just share stories of Audrey, because there's nothing better I could do than share stories of Audrey. And I'll keep them nice. It'll be fine. Good stories of Audrey, I'll clarify. So we have these shirts that we wear all the time, and it's talking about the values of Magdalene, Omaha. And we talk about being survivor-centered and believing in love and resilience and growth and community. And when I think of Audrey, there's a couple things that really stand out to me. So when they first come into the residential program, they're not getting to work yet, and they get a weekly stipend. And it's not very big, but it's for cigarettes or vapes, or if you want candy at the store. And starting the first week that Audrey came in, she was using some of that $20 to give to people on the streets. She had $20 for a whole week to live, And instead of buying something for herself, her first thought was giving it to someone else. I also think about anybody who's come in while Audrey's been in, and even since she's graduated. Audrey's the first one to try to make sure that you feel like you're at home. She's the first one to greet you, hug you, also probably to give you a hard time, make fun of you. But that's her love. That's her love that she shares, and I've never met someone, you hear the phrase, give the shirt off your back. Audrey embodies that phrase. There is no one else on this planet that I have ever met that is more giving than this woman. I know. And then the last one before I give her some reprieve. Growth. We've talked a lot today about, she's been here for forever. And when Audrey first came in, I remember there was a time where she was ready to leave. And Audrey's fun thing is she has a little bit of a temper, if you know her. And when Audrey first came in, that resulted in I'm going to be throwing things around, I'm running out the door, you can't stop me, I dare you. That Menalusa North O kid in her was ready to box anybody in her way. And since then, I've seen her stop people from doing that, and not in the North O, I'm gonna fight you Menalusa way, but through love. Really sitting people down and asking, what is it you want? And trying to understand them and understand that anger. And I just hope people understand the growth that takes to not only be able to do that for yourself, but also offer that to other people. And so today it's my honor for the successful completion of the residential program. You are now bestowed the title Sister for Life. Yeah, you're with Regina now. All right, Brooke, you ready?
I just have it's a lot to follow. I'm probably not going to live up to that, but I have just a few things I jotted down in the form of poetry. September 23rd, 2021. A loud, busy house, what have I done? No time to waste, we have to get going, but a quick intro to start to get knowing. Hello, nice to meet you, usual talk, and then some giggles, and out the door we walk. We instantly clicked, it was a breath of fresh air, but it wouldn't be that easy, these relationships are rare. We've shared a similar sense of humor, and sometimes even dress alike. I knew with this girl I was up for the hike. Laughs and tears, vulnerability and pain, I never would have imagined all I would gain. Roles sometimes reversed, I wasn't always the guide. An honor it's been to walk by her side. To fill all the things and share what she's needed, to encourage and support, not letting her feel defeated. Our relationship has grown from staff to friend, and I can't wait to watch her until the end. Making plans and reaching every goal, she is the one now in control. To do as she wants and change many lives, no doubt in my mind she's going to thrive. I am just one of many she's impacted fully, always supporting, not afraid to stand up to a bully. When times get rough, you know what to do. Don't hold back, you always make it through. Make that call and problem solve together. Head to 60th and Center, regardless of the weather. A hot mocha latte has magical powers. It's gotten you here to receive your much-deserved flowers. This is only the beginning of this life you've earned, so smile and don't forget all that you've learned. It's with great pleasure I stand here today, congratulating Audrey on this momentous day. I believe Anne, you are next. Oh, and while she's making her way up here, a little gift from the staff.
Hi, I'm Ann Pape, and I'm a volunteer with Magdalene, Omaha. I think we've all seen that kindness begets kindness. And the first time I met Audrey, she'd just come into the program. And about 2 times a month, I teach art. I'm not an art teacher, but we get messy and just have fun doing artsy stuff. And I had some sort of project that I thought would be fun. And Audrey had just arrived. And she sat there with her hands on her knees and was looking down at her lap and didn't say anything and didn't move. And I think probably just holding it together. And I thought, this is a shy, withdrawn woman. And she's obviously, is here, and it's scary. It's very scary when women come into our program. I mean, the transition has to be horrific in a good way, but very scary, not really knowing what to expect. And I thought, this is great. I know that this woman is going to be slow moving. Well, by 2 weeks after that, I saw that there was a dynamo underneath this. Only one time have I ever seen her like that. And like Tessa's story, and I love that. It's the first thing she started to talk about is she said, I need to help the women on the street. That's what I want to do. And it became just this mission that she couldn't stop. And what has evolved, one of the many things evolved from that, is she has taken on single-handedly basically her own business within Magdalene, which is the pantry, and items are donated, and bags that are made by other women and are donated that we will be then giving out, and we have been giving out, she has been giving out, that are full of all the items that anyone who is living on the street would need, some just toothbrush, toothpaste, a towel, socks, etc. And we now have at our new headquarters an entire room of Audrey's pantry. So I have another small kindness story. With Shigela, our first graduate, since I first became aware of Magdalene Omaha, I couldn't stop telling the story and the mission and what an amazing organization this is. And one of my friends I was telling this to, her name is Teresa, and she's a quilter. And she has a circle of quilters that's been going on for years. And one of her circles that she's involved with is in Boys Town, which is now Boys and Girls Town. And they're called the Mothers of Boys Town. They've been in existence for a long time. When I told her the story, and it was not too much before Shigela's graduation, she said, would you like a quilt? We love your story. I shared it with my other quilter friends. And do you think that the graduate might like at graduation to have a quilt that they can take with them onward? Because every time there's someone who graduates from Boys and Girls Club for years, they have made and given them a quilt. And some of those people have come back to Teresa and the other women and said, that is my prized possession, and is really something they always keep. So a few days ago, Teresa delivered a quilt for me to pass on to Audrey. And I'm very excited. But what you have to know is these quilts obviously are made with love, and they're made with love from a stranger to Audrey, who is giving them to this. So the quilt is unique to itself, just as unique as the recipient is. So, you get your quilt. I don't know what what the quilter's intention was, but when I see this big blank space, I think that's for you to fill. Congratulations.
Now, everybody knows I can't fold a blanket. Oh, that would be not good.
So I want to keep it simple, earlier I said that Mary's group is the most popular, which is true. It's also tied with Ann's group, which is the art class. And I know it's been told before, but I never get tired of telling this. One of the funnest times in art class, because Ann uses all mediums of art in the class, was when Tessa and I went in the room to grab something real quick. And they were dancing that day, and Ann was teaching them how to do the cha-cha to Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. So they do really cool things in there, and hopefully you can maybe come by the open house tomorrow to see some of the cool things that they're already starting in the new art classroom that we have. It is time now, Regina, if you would be so kind as to lead us in our clean time count.
And this clean time count is for our whole community. Y'all just heard me say that I done adopted y'all, or I done took y'all hostage, or, you're stuck with me in this community, Omaha, right? Did y'all hear me say that? What's up, family? What's up, family? What's up? What's up? Okay, and so in the community, what the clean time is all about, we realize coming in this process that it's absolutely not just about drugs. It's absolutely not just about the alcohol. It's absolutely not just about prostitution or being trafficked. We go further back to when we were kids growing up, and it may not have been any type of substance, and so we recognize that any brokenness, anything that we're trying to recover back in our lives. So we turned it around from just substance abuse and all of that to gathering our community together and sharing in whatever it may be, that you've got some clean time, that you've got some healing from. We want you to join us in sharing our clean time. Is that okay? Y'all want to do that? We're a community. We're family. We're family? Okay, all right. Okay, and so, how much clean time we got? 24. Okay, so I'm going to start at 30 years of clean time. That anybody, whatever it is, drugs, alcohol, just life, whatever you're healing from, come and get a clean time chip. What, do we have those? Ooh, what? Okay. So, anybody have 30 years on this side, surviving, recovery, clean time? 30 years. Okay. We're going to stay, because it works when we stay. Does anybody have 29 years clean, surviving, claiming your lives back on this side? Okay, we're going to stay. It works when we stay. Okay, does anybody have 28 years surviving, recovering on this side? Okay, we're going to stay. I do have 27 years. Okay. Does anybody have 26 years recovering on this side? Anything? Does anybody have 25 years? All right. Welcome, sister. Does anybody have 24 years on this side surviving? All right. Okay. 23. I'm going to adopt what Teresa started with. When y'all hear the number, love do heal, I got 27 that says love heals. Okay? All right. Okay. 22. Love heals. Anybody? Any takers? Okay. 21. Love heals. Any takers? I don't care what it is. You just had a surgery. You made it through it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anybody have 20? Anybody? I don't care if the dog, bit you, whatever. Okay. Does anybody have 19? Love it. 18. Love heals. Y'all gonna share with me before it's over with. Anybody have 17? Love heals. 16. All right. Yes. Love be healing around here. Okay. 15. Love heals. Okay. 14. Love heals. Okay. 13. 12. Y'all ain't regained nothing out there? Okay. Y'all will share with me before it's over with. Okay. 11. All right. All right. Yes. Yes. Ooh-wee. Thank y'all, family. 11 and a half. Hey. Every minute count. 10. Love us. 9. Okay. 8. 7. 6. 5. Come on, baby, come on. Run on down. Yes, yes. Yes. 4. 3. You? Okay, everybody. Mm-hmm. 2. 12 months, which is a year. Anybody? All right, Kayla. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. 11 months. 10 months. 9 months. 8 months. The dog ate my homework. Okay. 7 months. 6 months. 5 months. 4 months. 3 months. Woo! Yes! 2 months. All right, Lisa. Ooh, her hair's so pretty. Okay. 30 days. Love heals. Okay. Okay. Yes. 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 Who has reclaimed something just for today? All of us. Yes. Okay, baby. All right. So be it.
So if you didn't get one of these, we went back to the old-time tradition in AA where they gave out poker chips as milestones. And tip of the hat, kudos to Kelsey, who specially designed this so that it had Audrey's graduation date on one side and the Magdalene logo on the other. So it'd be something special to remember Audrey's graduation and this time that we're all together in community. So my executive director hat is back on. And I wanted to remind you all that all the important work we do would not be possible first without all of you who come together and support us and cheer us on, and importantly, our volunteers, but most especially those of you who step up in your donors. Every single dollar helps us to do all of the work that we do. And an annual tradition is that we have the Thistle Challenge that kicks off graduation week. And so we're so grateful to our longtime wonderful friend, Jerry Ness, who is this year's Thistle sponsor for the challenge. And so between now and 11:59 p.m. on April 18th, every single dollar given will be matched up to $5,000. Yes. Thank you, Jerry, if you're watching. This is amazing. So you can give online via our secure donor portal. You have donor envelopes that you were given when you came in tonight. You can use the QR code that you can scan from the flyer that you got that lists our programs and services. You can mail in a check, not in our donor envelope. However you want to get the dollars to us, every single dollar will help us hit that matching goal. If you have any questions tonight, we would love to have you come to the reception, whether or not you have questions. But if you have questions, if you find somebody with a purple tag on, that's a staff member. Also, very important to the work we do, in addition to the volunteers, the donors, all of you who come and support us at events like this and just cheer us on all the time, we could not do this work without the world's greatest board of directors. Yes. And I'm so happy to see several of you. Could you please stand so that everybody could recognize the important contributions that you make? Thank you so much for what you do. The board of directors are wearing green name tags if you have any questions for them. There will be a reception. You can get to it just going back and then to the left. You'll see it. Some of you have already been over there. Very, very grateful to the board of directors who made that reception possible as a gift to Audrey and to all of you for coming. So thank you especially to them for doing all of the work to arrange it. And then the last thing is just a really special way that we want all of you to be a part of Audrey going forth into the world as a graduate, and that is what we call our honor guard of light. So you all got a candle when you came in, right? Turn those on and wave them so I can see that you're ready to go. Okay. What's that? Audrey said wave them like you just don't care. So we're going to start playing the song that's kind of become our anthem, and we're going to let it roll for a little bit, this little light of mine, and we're going to let it roll before we start moving because we want everybody, joy is in the journey. So we want you to be a part of singing and dancing and clapping and getting into the music and the message. And then when it's time for Audrey to exit, we're going to invite all of you to come to the center of the aisle with those candles and hold them up to form the honor guard that she'll walk through. And all of the survivors are invited to participate, either holding the candle or walking through. But really the message we're trying to convey is that wherever you go, whatever you do, you have a whole community of light who is on either side of you for the rest of your life, there to support you and love you and completely help you light your path when you're feeling darkness and a little bit lost. So, congratulations on becoming a Sister for Life. Yes. Thank you so much to all of you for being here, for all you do and all you are to us. And let's sing and dance and clap and then send you on your way through light and love.
There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yes, there's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, shine. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. May we know that together. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my room, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my room, I'm gonna let it shine. All in
Welcome to
my
stay and
room,
hang out or go eat cake. It looks amazing.
let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light, this a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This a little light, this a light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, shine, shine.